Back with WLLV here in Louisville with some of our AARP Louisville Community Team volunteers and with Mr. Vince Gray in the studio. Thank you, Vince. Appreciate all your help. So, folks, we are here today and we've got some important events coming up. So stand by, get a pen and paper ready, right? Because we have a great show coming up for you. So, Wilma, tell the folks a little bit about yourself and why you're a volunteer.
Well, after retirement, I couldn't decide what I really wanted to do, and my daughter started out as an intern for AARP, and she told me she felt like this was the best place for me to be. So I've been a volunteer for AARP for over 8 years, and I wouldn't change anything about it for anything. It's been a wonderful opportunity for me.
That's fantastic. I did not know that.
Yes.
That is incredible.
She was an intern. As a matter of fact, she was Taisha's first intern. And she said, "Mom, I think this is what you need to be doing." And I've been doing it for 8 years.
So it's a family.
It's a family thing.
Family thing here. Wow. Fantastic. Okay, well, hey, Jackie, let's come back to you real quick here. What has AARP been doing here in Louisville the last couple of weeks? Everybody knows Derby. We're getting over Derby, but tell us a little bit more about that, Ms. Jackie.
I'm still in Derby mode.
Yeah?
That's easy to do with so many great things going on in the community.
So much going on, but yes. But the one thing the AARP did, we were supporting the Kentucky Derby Festival, the Derby Festival Mini Marathon Race Expo. We was also thrilled to support the Derby Eve Magical Derby.
Oh, yeah.
Supporting the Minority Scholarship Fund with Senator Gerald Neal and Kathy Neal. Now, I missed this one this year. I didn't get to
No.
The thing was the Wizard of Oz, and it seemed like it was beautiful.
Really?
The Emerald City and the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
That's always a great, fantastic event.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And it has a great purpose as well.
I've been for the last 3 years, but I missed it this year. And but it's always a great fundraiser. And then we did the Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, I got a great story real quick.
Okay.
My daughter teaches 4th grade. One of her students for Teacher Appreciation Week apparently, seriously, ate his homework in front of her on a piece of paper. And he said, "There you go, I'm done." So I mean, that is crazy when you got a kid eating your homework. I mean, the dog's supposed to eat the homework, right? No, but he ate his own math homework. So anyway, so let's congratulate and thank teachers and the retired educators that are out there. And we're always excited when we get the opportunity to work with our Kentucky retired teachers. And that's a big deal. So, but thank you. Let's come back to you. A little bit more about the Derby Eve Magical Derby Eve Gala. They had such a crowd. Everybody was into it. Everybody was dressed in Derby style. And we gave away a fabulous Derby basket.
Gift basket.
Gift
I saw
basket.
that.
Yeah. There's a picture on our Facebook page
I
if you
saw
missed
that.
it. But it was heavy. And we carried it around for a while, and we showed it to folks. And we had just a wonderful time. And you mentioned the purpose, and the purpose of the Minority Scholarship Fund is very serious, and it helps students to overcome financial barriers to their education. So this has been going on, I think, since I think Senator Neal said 1990.
Yes, it has. If I'm not mistaken, I can remember the first one happened in his house that he had
really?
years ago. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you to Kathy and Senator Neal and their volunteers.
Yes.
Because their volunteers helped put on that production. How many people are there? I don't know, 500, 400?
At least that many. That many. From the time that I've been, it was an overwhelming large crowd. It was a wonderful event.
It was at the Center for the Arts.
Center for the Arts, and AARP is a gold volunteer, so we get sponsors, so we got some nice seats. We were entitled, saw everything. It was a great opportunity.
Hey, and let me quickly mention, hey, if you're listening out there in Louisville, you want to talk to us, call us. The line's open. Vince is here. He's taking your calls. 502-795-1019, right? 1019. So that's 795-1019. This is AARP in the Ville, and we're excited to be here. Jackie, let me come back to you. I know you still got a lot to cover.
Let me ask you a question, though, Scott. What is this Kentucky Retirement Teachers Association Grandparent of the Year essay contest? What is that?
Yeah, so that happened at the last week of April. The Grandparent Essay Contest has been going on for 24 years. AARP Kentucky partners with the Kentucky Retired Teachers Association. They have 119 units across the state, and they help us encourage 5th graders to write an essay, an original essay, without using ChatGPT. Yeah. So about their grandparent that has inspired them, their grandparent that has loved them, their grandparent that has cared for them. And so this year we had a young man, P.J. Brock, from Bell County, Middlesboro Middle School in Bell County, in Middlesboro, Kentucky. He and his family came up. He won. They came up for the event. They brought Sandy Evans, who is their language arts instructor, teacher, who helped him with the essay. And his final essay was selected out of 117 essays. And it's all about his grandmother, Sue Beeler, who is 74, and she has been part of his life forever, since he's been born. And he loves his mamaw. So he wrote a fine essay. He presented it before the audience of Kentucky Retired Teachers. They have a convention every year. And he talked about his mamaw and how important she is in his life today. It was a beautiful story. And they had a great time visiting Louisville. It's a long drive from Bell County. So they came up. So the Kentucky Retired Teachers Association helps us with that every year. It's a wonderful way to really put a spotlight on the importance that grandparents, if you're a grandparent out there, you know how important you are in your grandchild's life. And so we welcomed them, and it was a lot of fun. We've got a video of this PJ Brock on our Facebook page, YouTube page. You can go and watch some of the ceremony. We gave him, he got a $500 award. Okay. And the teacher received a $500 award for school supplies. Okay. Because teachers spend a lot of their own money.
Yes, they do.
Are you a teacher? You know it, right? Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. So Jackie, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So what's coming up next with the AARP Louisville Community Team, Miss Wilma?
Well, a couple things are coming up next. But first, what I would like for everybody to do that's listening, get your paper and your pencil together so you can put our webpage down. It's aarp.org/Louisville. And just in case you missed something and you need some more information, I want to mention that all of our AARP events are free. They are free. We just like for you to register so we can know who you are and we can be in contact you. The first thing and membership is not required. So you don't have to be an AARP member to attend some of these events. But however, once you get there and to see what's really going on in the world for people over 50, you're going to gladly join our organization. The first thing I want you to remember is May 13th is TRIAD. The TRIAD is a networking opportunity, and this year will be our 26th anniversary. Wow. And AARP is one of these keynote sponsors. So this Monday, May 13th, TRIAD, 26th anniversary, networking opportunity. Lunch will be served at 11:30. Come out to hear from AARP Kentucky and Jefferson County Clerk's Office. Now, the location is Our Mothers of Sorrow Cafeteria, 770 Eastern Parkway. Our Mothers of Sorrow Cafeteria, 770 Eastern Parkway. Lunch sponsored by AARP. However, RSVP is required because we really want to have enough food for everybody. So please call the Office for Aging and Disabled Citizens. The number is 502-574-5092. I'm going to repeat the number a little slower. 502-574-5092. Thank you. We'll go on with Scott with some other stuff.
And let me mention one thing about TRIAD. It is a unique organization. It's a community coalition. Brings together a lot of different government entities, nonprofits, individuals, volunteers. Check this out. They got started years ago, 24 years ago, working on how to protect folks from scams and frauds and elder abuse. And it has continued on to this day. And again, this is Monday, May 13th. It's open to the public. Anybody can attend. And you just need to let the Office of Aging and Disabled Citizens at Louisville Metro know. And that number one more time, 574-5092. Give them a call. Let them know that you want to come. That's all you got to do. And I think you can find your way to Our Mother of Sorrows on Eastern Parkway.
And let me piggyback off of that. TRIAD, it is really, really a good meeting, networking place for people that is looking for resources, information.
Yes.
Because a lot of times, we may be caregivers or whatever the case, having some medical issues. I need some resources to help with medical. And coming to TRIAD, you can get all the information. I was there month before last, and someone made an announcement that if you had a wheelchair or something that needed repairs and needed something, it was a place where you could take them at that time to have your wheel service, a chair service. So that's why I think it's so important, and that's why I try to attend as much as I can, because like I said, there's so many different organizations and agencies that's there that represent, and there's so much resources and information there for you to get hold to. So if you can attend the TRIAD meeting on May the 13th, please call the number 502-574-5092 and get registered and to attend.
And I'm going to repeat that address again. It's at Our Mothers of Sorrow Cafeteria, 770 Eastern Parkway. And call the number 502-574-5092 to RSVP.
And remember, they do serve lunch, and lunch starts at 11:30.
Very good.
And we'll turn it back over to Scott.
Mr. Scott.
That's the deal. Hey, I'm excited to mention the Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs on Saturday, May 17th at First Gethsemane Baptist Church.
All right.
Oh, a little shout out there.
Church.
That's my church.
Is that your church?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. So, First Gethsemane Baptist Church on Algonquin, they are hosting a faith-based forum for veterans, one day with the Department of Veterans Affairs, but also with the VA. So this is open to the public, but if you are a veteran, a veteran, May is Military Appreciation Month, and this is one way that the Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs and the VA Center for Faith Community are hosting this event to share some incredible offerings. So you've got legacy planning, financial literacy, healthy living tips. AARP will be there with our state president, Gary Atkins, talking about how to fight fraud and scams targeted at veterans, and tips on creating a veteran ministry. So if your church has a veteran ministry or might be interested in creating a veterans ministry, check it out. They are providing a free lunch and snacks for folks. And again, this is Saturday, May 17th, the Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs and the VA Center for Faith Community and Faith-Based Forum. One-day event. It starts at 9 a.m. And they ask that you RSVP. And you can find that information on our Facebook page and on the Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs Facebook page. But that's Saturday, May 17th. So, Jackie, let me come back to you. Thank you.
And the address for that event
Oh,
on
yeah.
May the 17th is 1159 Algonquin Parkway, Louisville, Kentucky. So hopefully see you there. It's some good information that will be there. And, you know, I'm always looking for a free meal, so.
A free good meal,
So
man.
that right there get me there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I hope you all will come out and I plan to attend that event. And then next, on May the 29th, we have a retirement planning strategies for today and for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
It's never too late to take charge of your financial future. Retirement planning doesn't have to be daunting. Join us during our 1-hour lunch and learn to hear tips for determining if you are on track and learn practical strategies to help you achieve retirement peace of mind. Lunch provided at no cost to all who register in advance. And once again, this is free. And lunch will be at Mike Lennon's at 9308 King Run Road.
Ooh, that's some good fish in Mike.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike Lennon's.
Mike Lennon's.
So,
Come on down.
Now, this is something real important that I'm telling you all, so get your paper and your pencils out. This is one of our signature events. It's called the Scam Jam. The Scam Jam. The AARP Louisville Scam Jam is to help you fight against scam and fraud like a pro. Scammers is happening every day. Last year, we had over 300 people participate in this opportunity. Fraud and scam never stops. AARP Louisville is focusing on protecting consumers year-round. This is a good time to highlight some key consumer protection tips. This year's special guest will be Paul Greenwood. He's retired from San Francisco Department District Attorney. He led the Elder Abuse Prosecution Unit for over 22 years. So make sure you visit AARP.org, Kentucky Scam Jam, for all the details. Registration is now open for this event. And lunch is on AARP. So once you register, you'll be able to pull the pull down tab for whatever your preference for lunch, even if you decide you want a vegetarian lunch.
Right.
But make sure you come out and don't miss this date. Another date that's coming up, and you'll hear more information about this if you visit our AARP.org/Louisville website. It's that it's June 28th. June 26th, it says the date, leaving a lasting legacy, lead in today's environment.
Yeah.
So make sure you go on the webpage and you sign up for these things. These are very important dates to remember.
and I need to go back and give you all, because I didn't get to that that Kentucky Retirements event that they're doing on May the 29th. You have to register for that event. You have to go to https://events.aarp.org/Kentucky Retirement 25. That was a lot. So
yeah, and you know, and you can find all of this information at aarp.org/Louisville, or you know the other trick, go to Google, type in AARP Louisville, it'll come right up.
yes,
Because that's part of our Lunch and Learn series, right?
That is a Lunch and Learn
Lunch and
series.
Learn series.
And we've got a special financial advisor coming out talking about what you need to plan ahead.
I wish I had some of this when I
Amen.
to
I
retire.
know that's right.
I mean, I probably would be in a better financial situation than I am in now, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm okay.
I hear you.
That's right.
But it's never too late. I can
No,
still
it's
learn.
not.
I
No,
can
it's
still,
not.
I can
It's
still
not.
learn
And
something
it's a
from
good
this.
thing.
Yes, it is.
And especially if it's free, and then you get free nice lunch at Mike Lennon.
At Mike Lennon.
Man, that's
At Mike
right.
Lennon.
And it doesn't, you know,
Mike
depending
Lennon's.
upon where you live, it doesn't take that long to get out to Mike Lennon's.
Well,
Yeah.
the truth is,
I
I'm
don't care where I
retired.
live, it's free.
Right,
Yeah.
it's free. I'm retired already. I'm saying, oh, do I need to go out there? So I'm just debating whether I want to go
Yeah,
out
Yeah.
like I said, it's never
Yeah,
too
it's
late.
good
We
thing.
can learn some new tips. You know what's new.
there. Let's have a free thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Scott, we're gonna turn it
Okay.
back over.
Scott.
Y'all are great. So, yeah, hey, my next part. So, again, I mentioned May is Veterans Appreciation Month. And AARP is saluting our veterans, and we're supporting events like the May 17th event at First Gethsemane Baptist Church. But in honor of Veterans and Military Month, the men and women that have served the country, AARP's got a deal for you, which is what we're really good at. You can save 45% on your membership, and you get a free gift when you visit aarp.org/veterans. So you've worked hard to protect and serve, and now let us do what we do best, and we will fight to protect and defend the benefits you have worked so hard to do. So we know there's more than 6 million AARP members that are veterans. In Kentucky, we know there's more than 300,000 veterans, and the largest growing segment of that is female veterans. So AARP has produced a lot of material. It's free for downloading on things that you need to know to get the most out of your veterans benefits. So they're all available online at aarp.org/veterans. So that is just one more way that AARP is trying to serve its membership, and in this case, everyone that's a veteran. So check that out online. It's a great opportunity to get a 45% discount on your AARP membership, and it only happens during May and November. So that window closes at the end of May, then it reopens in November. So it's a great opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity to get that special Veterans Appreciation Month discount. So now, Jackie, Wilma, let's just go back just a little bit. Let's talk about Scam Jam and why we're doing it. If you look at the data, people are losing billions of dollars.
Billions.
On fraud and scam. So we've got a little bit more information at our Fraud Resource Center, the AARP Fraud Watch Network. So you can check that out, and it's online, of course, but you can visit the AARP Fraud Watch Network online at aarp.org/Fraud Watch Network. So that's just a little extra something there for folks. And if you're thinking about coming to this Scam Jam, or you've been to this Scam Jam, come back.
Yes, it's important. It's very important for that, because with AI and all the new technology, scamming is just getting very, very sneaky, and it can be very subtle, and all of a sudden you realize it's really happening to you.
Speaking of AI, it was on the news the other day, the Rossen report. He was talking about, and he even had the woman there. She almost got scammed out of $10,000.
Right.
What?
AI. They did an AI with her, and they called her pretending to be her grandson, saying that he was incarcerated, and she said it sounded just like her grandson. She had literally went to the bank, drew out $10,000 because they told her that she needed to. He told it was her. It's AI image saying that he was her grandson, and he was like, "Well, I need $10,000 to get out." Blah, blah, blah. So she went to the bank, drew out $10,000, and she said as she was getting ready to walk out the bank, her daughter called. And her daughter asked her, and she said, "Well, I don't want to tell you," but she went on and told her daughter, and she said her daughter said, "Stop. Take that money back and deposit it back into your account. That is a scam." So she almost got scammed out of it. She said because they used it. She said it was so real that she said, and I thought, I knew. She said, I'm very cautious, and I thought I was really up on my game. But this new technology that AI is out there.
And you have to be really careful not to think that you are not susceptible to scam. That it can't happen to you, because anybody can.
Any age.
In any age, it can happen to you very easy. So just be careful. This is a very important, it is well-attended event. Like I said, last year we had over 300 people there for that who wanted real information, and we have real information. We have FBI there, we have state police there, prosecutors, everybody that can answer any questions that you really want. And scamming can be very detrimental. People feel ashamed about it once it happens. They don't report it. So you can imagine how much it goes on, but how much is really underreported.
Oh, yeah.
So just come on after the Scam Jam.
Yeah, and I think, Jack, I mean, that technology is changing the landscape.
It is.
For fraud and scams, because so many people are able to have access to it. It's relentless. They never stop, and they target everybody.
And our personal information is out there now. You can just about find your personal information anywhere. So you really got to be careful. That identity theft is the biggest one.
Okay, so folks, again, that Scam Jam coming up in Louisville. Don't miss it, June 5, and that is on our aarp.org/Louisville page. You can go sign up today, and you'll enjoy a free lunch on AARP. I'm always kind of cautious when I use the word free lunch, because that sounds kind of scammy.
Well,
free lunch.
Well, we mean we're not scamming you. We're going to mean that we're going to provide lunch for you.
At no cost.
At no cost to you.
Yeah.
Yes. But we're going to give you free information about scamming. So,
we've said for years, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But I think with the technology, that's kind of changing, because they're making it look so good, and they're making it look so real. So we've only got 2 minutes left, but is there anything that we didn't cover, Jackie, Wilma, with the AARP Louisville Community Team?
We're one of the best teams around.
And we enjoy what we do.
We enjoy what we do.
We have a good time.
Yes, we do.
Doing what we do.
We treat it well by AARP.
We look forward to do what we do.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes. And we meet monthly to talk about the things that we want to do for the community.
Right.
So,
Excellent.
And like I said, if you want to be a volunteer, that's something you can always do. Is go to our website. They have a tab for that for you to sign up to be a volunteer.
Yes.
We not only just recruit women, we recruit men as well. So men, if you're listening and you're out there and you're retired and you cannot find anything to do with your free time, be a volunteer with AARP because there's plenty of women on board.
And we need some men.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Come on out.
And we'll be back here in the studio with Mr. Vince Gray at WLLV 101.9 FM. And we will be back the first Friday of June, and that's June
6th. June 6th.
June 6th, right after the Scam Jam.
That's right. And welcome back, Taisha.
Oh, yeah. Yes, there you go.
Welcome back.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Vince. We appreciate everybody's help.